Alright, this is Riley and Skyla's eye dissection and video journal. This is the second list, which Riley, will be doing. Skyla's has already done. So to start off, we have the lens, which is this little green marble looking thing here. And this is what focuses light onto the retina at the back of the eye. The iris, wrong half, my bad, is under here. The, can't remember its name, but it's not on my list, so who cares? It's right at here. Cornea, thank you. It's this colored part, and that is the muscle that constricts and expands the pupil to allow in light. And speaking of the pupil, easier to see from this side, it's simply the hole right here, and that's where light is allowed in. The aqueous humor, we actually didn't really get aqueous humor, I guess it dried out, but it's the fluid under the cornea that suspends the lens, and it's very watery. It might be somewhere on this tray, but I'm not a waterbender, so who knows. And the other humor, which is the vitreous humor, there's a little bit of it left here. It's what fills the rest of the eye and gives it its shape. It's much more gelatin-like, as you can see. The retina, this was the retina. We accidentally squished it a bit, but this is where light goes after it has been refracted through the lens to be converted into logic for our brain to understand. And in the retina are the rods and cones. Rods are her photosensitive cells that allow us to differentiate between light and shadow. Specifically, it's what allows us to see light and darkness. Cones, on the other hand, allow us to see the frequency of the light, and that is what gives us the color. The two of them together allow us to make sense of what we see. Fovea centralis. The fovea centralis, this is, give me a sec, a divot in the retina where visual acuity is at its highest. So, like I said, the retina is kind of squished, which we can't do much about, but if it were all spread out properly, it'd be somewhere around here. The optic disc, I can't exactly show that because it's kind of microscopic, but I hope you understand. It's basically where the retinal ganglion cells, neurons leave the eye, like pretty much right where they get to the optic nerve. Then we have some diseases. Glaucoma are conditions that damage the optic nerve. Most often it's because of fluid pressure from this vitreous humor building up and puts pressure on the optic nerve, causing damage. There's also astigmatism, which I have. It's cornea that are slightly misshapen and make vision slightly blurry or allow for streaking of light. And there's also cataracts, which is a clouding of the lens. And that is all.